Well, hey everyone, welcome back. Yesterday I spent the day at my sister's house teaching her how to can meat, and she canned 21 pints of chicken thighs and 9 pints of ground beef. So it was a long day of canning, but 2 days ago I bought 15 pounds of bone-in skin-on chicken breast for 97 cents a pound. So guess what I'm doing today? Yeah, taking the skin off the bones, chopping it up, and I'm going to be canning that. And nothing goes to waste. The parts that I removed are going to be frozen and they will be saved for chicken stock. But it's a hot day. I do not want to turn my oven on while I'm canning. It's going to be hot enough. So I decided, at the urging of a friend the other day, that it's time to get out my sun oven. So come on, and we're going to see how to use this sun oven. So one thing Nevada has is a whole lot of sun. We also have wind, which can be a problem sometimes. But hopefully today we can keep that from being a problem. So I dug this out of the shed and I've got it staked down as best I can with our winds. So let's open this up and see how it works. And it's funny because I've had this for quite a while and I hardly ever use it. And I'm doing this one-handed, so sorry about that. But these reflectors just fold out just like that, and it fits below this. Now you've got a glass door that's on an insulated box, and it's got a rack that swings depending on your level. And the sun is mostly overhead, so I don't think I have to worry about level. But if you look, there's the thermometer, just a few minutes and you can see the temperature rising since I opened this. It's almost to 150, so it heats up really fast. And what you do is you aim it by that little hole there and the sun coming through it. Now I have a little bit off because I don't want to have to keep coming out as often to move it with the sun because I'm going to be in there canning. But that's kind of it. So let me get my chicken and we're going to stick it in here. So what I have here are 2 of those chicken breasts that I'm getting ready to can the rest of. These I just put in this little graniteware pot that came with the sun oven and the lid because that dark will help it cook better. I just coated them with olive oil, put some Montreal steak seasoning on it. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to open up the sun oven and put this in there. It's kind of awkward, so I'll have to go open it first. And you just put this on this swinging shelf and it will self-level. Just like that. Now I'm going to close the door and latch it down. Now we're going to wait and see how long it takes to cook these chicken breasts. It's been less than half hour since I put this on, and the temperature is just under 300. So I've decided I was going to cut up a Blue Hubbard squash that I had sitting around and need to use up. So I went in, cut that up, and I'm going to put it in the second layer of these pans. It came with a set of 2 and you can stack them. So, and since this is pretty hot, I'm going to use an oven mitt to lift this up. And I'm going to have to stop recording long enough to do this because I don't have enough hands. All right, I've got the squash in there and carefully put that on the top, and it's hot, so I can't adjust it with that hand. So I'm gonna have to turn the camera off again so I can get this leveled. Okay, there we go. So I have squash on bottom and the chicken on the top. And I'm gonna close this door, latch it, and it dropped about 25 degrees while I did all that. So you don't open it much if you can help it. But it's about 12:30 and we still have hours of sun left. So I'm not too worried. I believe this is gonna get really hot and cook this chicken well. It's been about 3 hours and that chicken is looking so good. I did lift the door because condensation was covering it, but it was still 300 degrees even with that. So I'm letting it sit barely open for a few minutes to vent some of the moisture out, and then I'll close it back again and let it cook a little bit longer. So it's almost 5 o'clock. I started this at around 12:45. And it's been done for a while, but I wasn't ready to bring it in. So right now it's late in the day and we've got a lot of condensation on top of underneath the glass, and that's okay because I don't need it heating at 300 degrees. So our wind is about 20 miles an hour right now, and that's according to our wind gauge. And so far this has held up really well. We've had some that was higher, but that's the average. So let's take this food out. And my apron might blow in the way because the wind's behind me. And it is blowing in my way. So I can do this one-handed while I hold my apron. So it's about 250 degrees in here with all of this condensation. I don't know if you can see how much moisture is on here. Let's see how I can do this without getting burned. That'll be all right. I don't know if you can see, this looks beautiful. So I am going to go ahead and close this up just because I don't want the wind damaging it if we have a strong gust. So we'll shut this down. And we have thunderstorms forming, which we've had for the last 2 days, which it's great. We've gotten a lot of water. We haven't had any water all year. So that's really good. There have been lightning strikes and there have been a couple fires not close. But it also causes extreme winds in 30 to 40 mile an hour range. So this is about the time of day to shut this sun oven down because I'm not trusting those little bitty steaks. So let's go in and look at it. So got my canner going with the chicken in it, and here is what I brought in out of the sun oven, and it's hot. This was raw chicken. I just rubbed it with olive oil and a little bit of Montreal steak seasoning. That's it. It's browned, it's beautiful, and it smells so good. And down there is my blue Hubbard squash that is totally cooked that will go with it. So, yeah, my kitchen is warm because I'm canning. But I didn't have to heat up my oven to cook supper, and I am so happy. So we're going to really enjoy this. So thank you for watching. God bless. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, but leave a comment. I'd love to hear your comments. God bless, and we will talk soon.